Yesterday, the entire United Opposition Brigade was in Lwanda, as you can see in these images. Now in this video, let us look into what went down at the Lwanda mega rally, and so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 1, Rigiji claimed that Musalia and Wetangula intentionally refused to defend their home turf of Western Kenya. Roll the tape.
Tumuulize mambo ya watu wetu iko wapi? Musalia akasema, "Iya bana mwami, hii mtu ni mkali sana." Hii Musalia ni muoga. Ni muoga si muoga. Musalia akasema, "Mimi nimeumia siku mingi. Vile nilipata yangu, wacha nitosheke. Kama mimi nimepata, Waluya wamepata." Nikauliza wewe Weta ulipata yako. Watu ya magharibi hakuna kitu wamepata. Si tukae na Kasongo tumuulize. Akasema hapana, hii mtu atatuletea shida. Mimi kwa sababu ni mwanaume mtoto ya Maumau, nikaenda kwa Kasongo. Nikamwambia ile uliahidi mlima, mimi yangu nilipata kwa kura. Nataka barabara, nataka maji, nataka kila kitu. Kasongo akaniambia wewe nitakufukuza. Nitakufukuza. Akaita Wetangula. Akamwambia weka mjadala tufukuza hii mtu anauliza mambo mingi. Wewe Wetangula ni muungwana. Wewe ulipata yako ulitosheka. Wewe mimi nakupenda. Wewe Musalia hunisumbui kama hii Gachagua. Ulipata yako ukatosheka. Hii ya Waluya hunisumbui. Wewe Wetangula na Musalia nitakaa na nyinyi. Lakini huyu Rigiji anauliza mambo ya wananchi, munisaidie tufukuze.
And if you do the math, 90% of all the people who call Gachagua Mkabila, especially amongst the leaders, those are leaders who don't fight for their own communities. You know, people hate you for doing things they can't do themselves. If you go and become a millionaire, watu watasema huwezi jua ni pesa ya mashetani. Those are haters because you've done something they can't do themselves, but they desire that for themselves. Sasa kiongozi akiona mwingine anapigania watu wake, wanapata PSS, wanapata CSS, wanapata ambassadors, you start calling them a tribalist. But on the flip side, what are you doing for your community? Even when Jesus came on earth, he first spread the good news amongst the Jews. Then he sent the disciples to other corners. So charity begins at home. Don't blame others for doing what you yourself cannot do, and you're hiding your laziness behind tribalism. Anywho, unrelated to all else, still on Rigiji, he gave Oburu a new nickname, aka mzee ambaye ameshindwa kutembea. Roll the tape.
Amerudi ameita ile mzee ameshindwa kutembea anaitwa Oburu. Amemwambia wewe mzee wewe, kwa tayari, kwa kitu nitakuachia.
Oburu must surely hate Gachagua for these illegal tackles. Number 2, earlier on in the year, Natembeya made some negative remarks about Rigiji. Now I'll play for you the remarks, then I'll tell you why it's relevant as of yesterday's rally in Lwanda. Here's a tip.
If he's cleared by the courts to run for president, would you support him?
No, because I believe that the president should rotate. The Mount Kenya community has had it for 3 years, almost that something years. One community, and again when you go there isn't much difference between what people are going there. Like people in Kikindo, in Moranga, and the people in Kapchai, there's no difference. We've had a president, we have not had a president, but our lives is just the same. One would demystify this thing because people believe that you have got the presidency, the entire community has access to certain settlages. Yeah. It's not true. So if regard this community still is having the president for the time, it creates unnecessary unhealthy competition where even people kill each other because...
Now, I saw UDA celebrating the rift between the duo, but guess what? Prior to this rally, they buried the hatchet. In fact, here are the images that Rigiji shared moments before the Lwanda rally. I guarantee you those must be painful scenes for State House to watch. Number 3, I thought I was the only one who noticed Ruto's endless jokes. I say this because when the budget was being presented to Parliament, he was hiding in Finland. Then yesterday morning he jetted into Kenya, and today he's leaving for a forum in Oslo. And according to JB Muturi, huyu jamani nguo tu alikuja kubadilisha, alafu waende. Just listening to this.
Tumesema kule, wewe Kasongo hauna heshima na Wakenya. Hakujasikika ulimwenguni kote. Labda kule upande ya rais anaitwa Hubert Bunye, ambaye anashinda kienda France kila wakati. Ati bajeti ambayo ndio kielelezo cha vile unataka kutawala watu ama kuongoza watu. Wakati makadirio ya MPESA inasomwa bungeni, rais wa nchi, wewe umeenda kutangatanga huko kwa wazungu. Wakati amesikia tumesema hivyo Jumatano, amefika leo. Lakini habari duru za kuaminika ni kwamba amefika leo kwa sababu zile nguo alikuwa mabeba anataka kuja kubadilisha. Ataka arudi tena kwa wazungu.
And JB isn't wrong. We elected a pigeon as president because he's always flying. And if he's not flying, he's lying. Just as he has done in this misleading rebuttal. And I quote, I was looking at the headlines in one of the newspapers. Oh, Ruto is traveling again. I wish they knew the kind of schedule that I have. What I've come to do. I have not come here as a tourist or to waste time. I have come to make sure we achieve certain things. I am the chief diplomat of our country. That statement is incorrect. Mudavadi is the chief diplomat of this country, not Kasongo. And if he is, let him be president and CS of foreign affairs at the same time. But don't delegate a certain branch of government to somebody and still assume that you are the chief diplomat. Situsanya ambassadors wote warudi nyumbani na Mudavadi yakae nyumbani, wewe zunguka ukwe huyo diplomat. Leaders delegate, you don't steal duties. Ama unapea mtu cheo lakini bado unafanya kazi yake. It's bonkers. But anyway, let's see what Kenyans are next to say in regards to Ruto's excessive travel excuses. And I quote, Richard said, Mkulima number moja, Professor, Daktari, main chicken man, traveler in chief, Ebola 1. Yeah, he's number 1 in everything. Ebola 1. Cornel Jumanne said, even the G7 or G20 don't make such trips, and yet their economies are blossoming. Better sit down, work hard rather than spending time on the sky and foreign lands. Mishuri Kenya said, Ruto equals tour. Just rearrange the letters. Why don't you become Minister of Foreign Affairs or Tourism and we get rid of all the ambassadors spread all over the world? I concur. Amdria GT said, chief thief, chief clueless, chief everything. No wonder we are a failed state. Fred said, who told him the work of chief diplomats is traveling everywhere? Who told him diplomacy is traveling? The game is rigged said, Kibaki rarely traveled outside the country and he did an amazing job. Our neighbor Museveni does not even have a budget for foreign trips and he's doing fine for his people. And finally, girl like Pearl said, utter BS. William Ruto, what is the work of ambassadors? Fire them since you like being everywhere doing nothing other than stealing and lying, Mr. effing know-it-all. Nakeka emoji ya mtu akitupa takataka kwa trash. Wakenya mna hasira. This will be a good Saturday. Anyway, but don't see you guys. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. If you're still managing rentals using notebooks and caretakers, see how Joel Karango Miner switched to a system that runs his 76 units automatically. Every month, caretakers traveled to his office with handwritten records. Balancing the math took hours. Payments never merged and tenants never got receipts. Then Joel switched to Bomahat, Kenya's award-winning property management software. Now payments update automatically, receipts go out via SMS, and every report is just one click away. He now runs all 76 units from his phone. No chaos, no confusion. Join hundreds of landlords doing the same. For more information, please call 0717 512 483 or visit www.bomahat.com. Interior design is one of those things you can't afford to get wrong. So if you're looking for experts to do your gypsum, wainscoting, paintwork, styles, washrooms, and kitchen, reach out to Dhaka Living on 0706 026 218. That's 0706 026 218. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios.